Greetings to you wherever you are on planet Earth. Today, I want to look at this lecture concerning teenagers. As children, largely in secondary school and just graduated out of secondary school, so many of them are still naive. The innocence of teenagers refer to their lack of experience and knowledge about the complexities of the world. Teenagers are at a stage of life where they are transitioning from childhood to adulthood, and they often characterize by their curiosity, idealism, and naivety. Teenagers are typically more trusting and optimistic, believing in the inherent goodness of people and the possibility of achieving their dreams. They may have limited exposure to their challenges, hardships, and responsibility that come with adulthood, which can contribute to their sense of innocence. However, it is important to note that innocence does not imply ignorance and stupidity. Teenagers are often capable of learning and growing, and their innocence can be seen as a natural part of their development. It is a time when they are exploring their identities, forming values, and learning about the world around them. As teenagers mature and gain more life experience, their innocence may gradually diminish, and they encounter the complexities, ambiguities, and the realities of life. They become more aware of societal issues, personal struggles, and the consequences of their action. Nonetheless, maintaining a sense of wonder and curiosity throughout life can be beneficial even as their innocence fades. It's important to support and guide teenagers as they navigate this transitional period, helping them to develop critical thinking skills, empathy, and a strong moral compass. By providing them with opportunities for growth, education, and responsible decision-making, we can help shape them into a well-rounded, robust individuals who will retain their positive qualities while becoming more knowledgeable and experienced. Now, I want to look at the life of a teenager or the life of the teenagers very critically. What should the teenager know? What should be the goals of the teenagers? Where should they be? And they should know that immediately they graduate from that teenage area, where they should be. Teenagers, typically between ages 13 and 19, experience rapid physical growth and development. Puberty, usually around the ages of 11 and 12, it comes very early these days, brings about significant changes such as developing secondary sexual characteristics, hormonal fluctuations, and substantial growth spurts. This transformative phase encompasses notable physical, cognitive, and emotional shifts. As teenagers, entering secondary school and interacting with new circle of friends, they explore their individuality and freedom. The teenage years mark a transition from childhood, where parents make most of the decisions for them, to this period of newfound independence and self-discovery. The teenage years are very delicate, and legally, teenagers are considered minors. Society and the law often forgive many of their mistakes and placing their responsibilities on their parents. Therefore, parents should see themselves as actively involved in the life and development of their teenagers. They should rely on parental guardians and supervision, However, as teenagers reach the later years of their lives, maybe 17, 18, 19, such leniency diminishes as they complete secondary school education and become subject to legal repercussion. If they mess up at that level, they will be held responsible. Teenagers should know that certain things pave way for successful future. Therefore, this lecture today will highlight 10 crucial facts teenagers should be aware of during this formative period, ensuring that these foundational years are not marred by errors. Most of this responsibility lie with parents because most teenagers are not mature enough to surmount these challenges. So, we shall also address parents or guardians to assist teenagers in achieving these goals. The first goal of a teenager is education. If you are listening to me, teenager, in your teenage period, get educated. The business of every teenager is secondary education. You get out of secondary school between the ages of 10, 11. By 12, you must be in secondary school. Before your teenage years, you must have completed your primary education. The biggest achievement of a teenager could have is the completion of secondary education and admission into the tertiary institution. Even if you are gifted with your hands and imagination, and you desire to be an artisan, like carpenter, like a vulcanizer, whatever, fashion designer, or you are not interested in going to the university, it is important for you, my teenager, that you must complete secondary education, acquiring the ability to read, to write, and to understand. Number 2, discover talent and purpose. Parents, expose your teenagers to a wide range of experiences, both academic and non-academic, to help them discover their interests, their gifts, talents, and purpose. Every human is born with a purpose tied to their talent and gifts. Help teenagers find their purposes or talent before tertiary education. When education or a profession is tied to the purpose or is tied to a gift, there is a great passion for driving, and success is not far away. The essence of education is discovering how the gift and purpose that God has given to them could be refined and become a meal ticket to put food on their table in this near future. When a child is a gifted talker, find a relevant profession where the child could excel. A child that naturally likes to dance or sing is likely created to be an artist. A child that is scared of blood cannot be a medical doctor. Parents, stop pushing your children. Oh, this guy, he must be a doctor. He must be a doctor. But this is the child who is scared at every sight of blood. Parents, stop forcing your children to embrace profession for which they are not cut out for. No profession on earth cannot bring huge success. Professional success and financial reward are tied to excellence in whatever we do. Number 3, embracing mentorship. As you recognize your teenage unique gift and talent, please encourage them to engage in mentoring relationship with accomplished professionals or individuals who have excelled in their respective areas or respective fields. These mentors will serve as valuable guides, providing insightful advice to aid your teenager in self-discovery. In addition to mentorship, offering support by introducing them to inspiring role models in their areas of talent is very crucial. By this, you ignite a spark of curiosity and motivation in them. Number 4, don't be deceived. It is important to inform teenagers directly that the adolescent stage is not the ideal time to focus on wealth accumulation. This phase of life is meant for learning fundamental aspects such as morality, education, spirituality, and more. It serves as a crucial foundation for shaping your future. If you come across your peers who prioritize immediate monetary gains over their study, it is essential to trust in your judgment, as they may have disregarded the necessary developmental process and may face regret in the future. The path to success in life is a gradual procession that should be followed diligently. Your age is not to search for money now. Yours is to understand the fundamentals of life. Looking for money should start later in life. Right now, as a teenager, start building your foundation. Number 5, build moral values. Gradual independence of a child starts in their teenage years. Now that they are interfacing with the society, it is time to start imbibing some facts of life, like mutual respect, truth, gratitude to God and man, the spirit of giving and sharing, fellow feeling, and compassion are some of the most important moral values teenagers should imbibe first and fast. Parents' ability to share their moral experiences, showing approval when they do the right thing or disapproval when they misbehave, will help inculcate moral values in them. Parents, you have a big duty here. Parents should be their role models, not the television stars. Stop leaving your children to television for mentorship. Children hear what their parents say, but they do what they do. The best way to teach a teenager is by doing. Give them past and current scenarios to help them form opinions and thoughts. Number 6, build strong relationship. Parents, this is the time to watch your teenagers keenly, remembering that this is the age they are most susceptible to various temptations from peers and even adults. Considering they are often off the parents' radar, they take risk, including sexual risk, which often leads to teenage pregnancies. Teenagers, don't start any love relationship now. Can you look at me straight in the eye? Teenagers, don't start any love relationship now. If you are a girl, don't be too lonely or private with the opposite sex. Often, female teenagers have been raped, and in the process, they got infected with diseases they will live with for the rest of their lives. Nonetheless, develop healthy relationship with friends, family, and peers. If you are confused, speak to your parents. Surround yourself with positive influences. Don't look down on yourself on account of anything. Parents, teach your teenagers to be content with what you give them. Number 7, teenagers, honor your parents. It is typical for some teenagers to be disobedient or to be rebellious against parents. Teenagers should remember that their parents are still responsible for their well-being, so they can sustain such spirit. Instructions to honor your parents are recognized in all religions of the world. The closest ally you could ever have is your parents, because they will always tell you the truth. Even if they reprimand you, it doesn't mean they hate you. Don't dismiss your parents' view on any issue as outdated or conceal your emotions and fear from them. They possess more excellent life experience than you. What a parent perceives from a seated position, A teenager cannot fully comprehend from the vantage point of a tree. Remember that parents laid the foundation for what you perceive as fashionable in today's world years ago. Number 8, as a teenager, be curious and ask questions. Be curious. Ask questions. Always. Curiosity and asking questions are fundamental to learning process. By being curious, you actively seek new information, explore different perspectives, and deepen your understanding of the world. Asking questions help you to clarify concepts, fill knowledge gaps, and discover new ideas. It helps you with critical thinking skills. At your age, you should still have a long way to go, but you must start building a solid foundation in problem solving, curiosity, and preparation for the future. Number 9, embrace spirituality with wisdom. During your teenage years, it is crucial to embark on a journey of understanding God and nurturing your faith earnestly. As a Christian, this is the opportune time to commit numerous verses and chapters of the Bible to your memory. This will serve as a valuable resource as you progress in life. It is essential to recognize that you only can give what you possess. As you navigate life challenges, certain opportunities may become increasingly difficult to pursue due to the responsibility of each phase. The teenage period offers a unique opportunity to learn and to retain knowledge that will stay with you forever. One crucial aspect is memorizing the scripture and cultivating a foundational relationship with God. However, it is essential to exercise caution against spiritual pitfalls prevalent in this age, such as falling into the traps of easy believism and gullibility. Teenagers should be taught the virtues of hard work and importance of wealth creation, rather than being swayed by prosperity messages that rely on naivety and simplistic understanding. Number 10, rapidly acquire these essential skills. My teenager, rapidly acquire these essential skills. At the appropriate time, learn how to drive, learn how to swim, play musical instruments. Teenagers, cultivate financial literacy. You should have a bank account with some funds deposited in it. My teenager, hone practical communication skill. Learn to express yourself clearly. My teenagers, learn and engage in games that promote critical thinking, like chess, like Scrabble, Monopoly, and there are so many of them here and there. Also, build digital literacy. One of the challenges I find about this in our society is that most teenagers want to use iPhone, they want to use big phone, but all they know how to do with it is just to make calls, take pictures, play music, and then post with it with their friends. If you carry a phone of 100,000 naira and you are not making money with it, you are a disgrace. I can tell you that. Gain the ability to cook meals independently. Remember, you are in a global village. You should be as competitive as your mates anywhere in the world. Remember, teenagers, you are not competing with the person next door. You are competing with someone in America, someone in Japan, because it's a global village already. By 16, 17, 18, you should be out of secondary school and in a tertiary institution. Be ready for the next phase of your life. My teenager, be ready for the next phase of your life. By the time you get out of secondary school, do not waste your time by staying at home. Be certain that as I'm getting out of secondary school, I am getting into the university. That is my lecture for you today. I pray that the Lord will help you, my teenager, that you will put your thought in the path of wisdom. And may God bring guardians of parents that will assist you in navigating these areas of life. I thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. Bye.